Hello friends, welcome to Selenium Tutorials. Today we will discuss how we can install the Eclipse in our system. Let me show you. So this is, first of all, these are the steps of the Selenium installation. We have to go to the Google and type Eclipse download, and then we have to check our system configuration. It should be 64-bit operating system or any operating system, it doesn't matter. But if it is 64-bit operating system, then we have to download the file of the 64-bit operating system. Now, let me show you in my system what are the steps that we have to follow. Close this. First open google.com. Right here, Eclipse download. Click on this first link. It will open the Eclipse official website. Then if you have a 64-bit operating system, then you can download from this link. If you have a 32-bit operating system, then you can write Eclipse download for 32-bit operating system. It will show that link and you can download from that link. Click on this link. Wait for a moment, it is opening. And click on this download link. It will start downloading. So it has started downloading the Eclipse in our system. Let me cancel this because I have already this file in my system. So let me show you. Yeah, in downloads, if I search Eclipse, in your download section, you can this downloaded file will be available when you download the Eclipse file. Double click on this file. Give me a moment, it will take some time, and then it will start downloading Eclipse file. So after that you have to install this file in your system. So first of all, you have to check the configuration of your system. How you can check the configuration? Simple. Go to this computer, right click on this, click on properties. So it will open this file. So here it is, 64-bit operating system configuration. 64-bit operating system type. So you have to check this. If you have a 32-bit operating system, then you have to download the file of for 32-bit operating system. Look at this. So you have to select first Eclipse IDE for Java developers, and second one is Eclipse IDE for enterprise Java developers. We need not to select this one, and this is Eclipse IDE for C developer. So we are not working with C and C++, we are working with Java. So we need the Eclipse for Java, and this is for the PHP developers. So with the help of this, Eclipse is applicable for the PHP developers and for the C and C++ developers, Java, JDA, and DSL developers. RCP, RAP developers. So Eclipse is applicable not only for Java language but also for all other languages also. So as we need the IDE for Java developers, select first options Eclipse IDE for Java developer. Click on this, click on install button. So it will start installing Eclipse in our system. So in this way we can install the Eclipse in our system. So once you complete the installation, let me cancel the installation because I already installed this. I have clicked on a cancel, but you need not to click on the cancel. So once installation would be over, then there would be a launch icon. You have to click on that launch icon. Let me show you how it will appear. Launch icon. So after completion of this installation process, it will show the launch icon, and you should click on this launch icon. Then Eclipse would be launched automatically. Let me close this one. Let me show you how it will appear when Eclipse would be installed successfully in your system. So when you click on the launch, it will start the Eclipse in your system. And first window would be like this. Now you have to browse. It is a workspace. First of all, you have to give the path of the workspace. So any path in your system you can select. Click on the browse. Any location from your system you can select for the workspace. Let me create a workspace in E directory. Create a new folder here. So I have created this folder 10 workspace. Let me select this folder. So K directory, inside this I have the 10 main workspace folder. Click on launch button. It is being launched, so it will take a few seconds. Give a moment, it is being launched. First time it takes time, but second time it will not take much time. So don't worry from that part, because first time internal system is being installed many other files. So this will be the first window when you start the Eclipse. So it is a welcome window for the Eclipse. So it will appear first time only, or whenever you change the browse, you change the work directory, so it will appear at that time only. So in this directory, you can look at many others links like review Eclipse IDE configuration settings. These are overview, these are tutorials. You can also click on this, and these are sample things. So it is a welcome page, so need not to worry about this. From this icon, you can close this welcome page. Now, this is the first page of Eclipse. Let me give you the quick overview of this page. This is a file section. So from here, you can open a new Java project and package you can create. You can also create the classes from this button. And this is a file section. Whenever we want to import some external file, we can click on the import and we can browse the external file from our system, and we can select any file. Any file we can select with this window. So when we will create a new project, then I will show you how we can use this option. It is a edit button. So Control V we can use here for paste point of view. Control C is for the copy. So whenever you will copy Whenever I will select anything from this, let us create a project now. Click on new. Click on Java projects. First of all, we will create the Java project. Click on Java project. Now look at this. From here, we have to select the Java version. As in our system, we have the Java version 1.8. So it will automatically system will select Java 1.8. So you should check this. If you select Java 9 or Java 10, it is not installed in your system, so it will show the error. Give the name of the project. So in this way, first project. Let us name of the project is our first project. And whenever we are creating the project, there is a lot of options like use an external execution environment GRE. So there is the GRE we have selected. Use a project specific GRE. So you can also select the project specific GRE from there, but we have to select the first option for the GRE selection. So it is a precondition in our system. First of all, we have to install the GRE. So in our previous lecture, I told you that how we can install the GRE and how we can set up the GRE path in our system. So now click on the next. So it will show this window. So no need to select anything from this window. Just click on the finish. So when you click on the finish, look at this. It will the left side panel. It will look like this. So it will show the Java JRE 1.8 version. So whenever you expand this, it will show all the jar files of the Java. So no need to worry. So you only have to create the project. It will take all the jar files from the system automatically. And it is the source folder. So first time whenever you install, create a new project, so source folder will be created automatically. There is nothing in the source folder. Now our installation is done. We have created the first project. Okay, now we have to create the package in this project. How we can create the package? What are the packages? What are the classes? All these terms are related to the Java. So don't worry from that part. When we have the classes for the Java, then I will explain all the things. What are the packages? What are the classes? What are the basic use of the packages? But as of now, you should remember only one thing. If you want to create any package, select this SRE folder. So how we can select the folder? Just click over the SRE icon. It will select automatically. Whenever one thing is selected, it will show this blue background highlighted with blue one. Click on this or right click. Click on new, select new. In this there is a package folder. Now we have to, inside the source folder, we are creating the package. Means that it is our project, first Java project, and inside this there is a source folder, and inside that source folder we are creating a package. Now let us give the name of the package. First package. So whenever our first letter is capital letter, let me show you. Whenever I will start the package name with a capital letter, so it will show discourage package name, because by convention the name of the package always should be start with small case letter. So name should be like this: first Java project. Now it is not showing any warning and all. So first letter should be for the package only. First letter should be start with the small case letter. Click on finish. So our package is being created. Now we will write the first program of the Java. We'll write the very basic program of the Java, and I will explain how we can write it. Again, inside this we have to create the classes. And what are the classes? Again, we can create the classes. Go to the new icon, and this is the classes. Click on this. Now, name of the classes always should be start with the capital letter, like hello. Suppose the name of the first class is hello. Now you have to select this public static void main. And what is the public static void main? I will explain each and everything when we have the sessions for the Java specific. So in that lecture, I will explain each and everything about the public static void main. What is the meaning of public? What is the meaning of static? But as of now, you should remember only one thing, that name of the class has to start with the capital letter. If you write the small letter, it will show this warning. This yellow signal is always for the warning. Means that it is recommended. If you use the small case letter, it's okay. It will not show any error in the system. It will run successfully. But recommendation convention is capital letter. So always remember this convention. Class name starts from the capital letter. On the other hand, package name starts with the small letter. Select this public static void main. Click on finish. So this is the default code. Whenever we create the package and class, it would be the default code. First line is the package. We have created the first package. It would be the first line. This is a line terminator. I will explain what is the meaning of this and how we have to use this. Public class hello. Public is your access modifier. This is the name. This is the classes. Hello is the name of class. So I will explain each and everything. What is public here? What is static? What is void? Is a return type of a function. Main is the function. I will explain each and everything when we have the specific sessions of the Java. Don't worry about from that part. So after 1 or 2 sessions, we will start. First of all, I will teach you the core Java. And after completion of the core Java, we will do some Selenium part. So I will teach you in this way that first we will complete some Selenium, and then we will jump to the Java. Then we will come to the Selenium, and I will teach you the Java. Only that much Java that is necessary for the Selenium coding. Okay, don't worry from that part. So this double slash is always for the comment. Instead, if you write anything after double slash, this is my first. So our compiler will not read this file. Double slash means comment, single line comment. Now, whenever we want to print anything, then we have to write a system. System.out.println. So what is system? What is out? What is println? I will tell you each and everything. As of now, you should remember this thing. So what this line will do? This line will always print this message. This is in inverted commas in our console, output console. So you should remember that this is a function that is always used to print the line in our output console. So our first program has been written successfully. Now let me show you how we can run the program. To run any program, there are multiple options. This is the run button. First of all, you should save the program, Control S. It is saved successfully. You can also go to the file, and we can also save as and give the path of the program. But Control S will save the program. Then we have to run. This is the button, Hello Java. Or you can right click, select Run As, click on Java application. Look at this. This is first hello program has been written. So in this lecture, I have shown you how we can download the Eclipse and how we can run our Java program. In the next lecture, I will show you that how we can download the Selenium jar file. Selenium is nothing but an API file. So from the Selenium official websites, we will download the Selenium jar file in our system, and I will tell you how we can call a browser and automate a simple script. So don't worry from Java part. So we will use only the basic Java, not more than that. So we will meet in the next lecture. Thanks for this lecture. Okay.